My name's Becky, and the thing my body does is this.
You are the latest contender.
The elbow joint. It's where the radius and ulnar bones in the forearm hinge with the humerus bone in the upper arm, allowing some weird people to do humorous things like this.
You will surrender.
If you've got a body that does something unusual, then write to us at info@Brainiacs.
Why do pizzas come in square boxes?
Things that make you go.
It's slow, boring, and old-fashioned. And let's face it, walking's not much fun either. But there must be a way of making pedestrianism quicker and more exciting. Well, there is. And these Brainiacs are going to find out which of these ridiculous foot appendages is fastest. Brainiac 1's in kangaroo boots. Don't they look stylish? Long live the 80s. Brainiac 2 is wearing a pair of those wheelie-heeled trainers, the 21st century equivalent of having a compass in the heel. And Brainiac 3 has drawn the short straw and will be dicing with death on these weird spring-loaded stilts. To find out which is the quickest, each Brainiac has to complete a circuit of this high street, starting at the road sign, crossing at the traffic lights, and finishing on the other side at the bus stop. Normal walking time, 1 minute 23 seconds. Can this wallaby wannabe do better? And off he staggers. These marsupial-inspired Swiss-engineered exercise boots have been used by NASA astronauts to help replenish bone density after prolonged trips in zero gravity. Just the thing to attract admiring glances during the rush hour. And he's moved smoothly through the chicane. He's at the traffic lights already. It's claimed this mode of transport actually increases your calorie burn rate by 25%. In just 3 weeks, you could lose a pant size. Or a leg after only just 30 seconds. But it looks like he's going to make it to the bus stop, and he does in a respectable time of 38.28 seconds. Can the imaginatively titled Heelys improve on that? Whoever had the bright idea of crossing roller skates with trainers clearly had a death wish. But apparently millions of kids are going head over heels for these shoes in the States. And so nearly is our Brainiac. He's made good time, though, to the traffic lights. Again, good respect for the highway code, and he's decided to revert back to the traditional method of crossing the road. And the crowd aren't too happy about that. Rocketing past the shops on the opposite side now, and the spectators love it. A blistering burst down the home straight to the bus stop, and that is an incredible 36.04 seconds. Although he was strongly motivated. His mum's told him he's got to be back by 6 for his tea. So it's up to our final footwear fad to get a better time. These bizarre acrobatic stilts consist of a foot pad attached to a fiberglass leaf spring. A skilled user can bounce 3 meters high on these. This Brainiac's only had half an hour to practice, though, and 20 minutes of that was doing up his shoelaces. It's a tentative tramp across the lights, although he's actually picking up some speed now, and yes, he's overtaken that OAP. A nifty maneuver outside the takeaway, and he's into the final stretch. Just a few more tendon-popping strides to go, and it's 36.60 seconds for our stork-legged freak. So, third place in the High Street Speed Trials goes to the kangaroo boots. In second, those power stilts. But our test reveals that when it comes to rush hour, there's nothing pedestrian about heel-wheel trainers. Just remember to wear your protective gear. Is nightclub owner and bouncer rolled into one, Fran Cosgrave. First, Fran acquaints himself with the chair, before he's handed a safe phrase to squeal when it hurts. In this case, a familiar phrase uttered at Fran's exclusively chav celebrity nightclub. Next, our assistants step in to make last-minute medical checks, normally to check for pre-existing heart conditions. In this instance, they're checking for brain activity. 28-year-old Fran is 6 feet tall and 5 feet wide. His best friend is Callum Best, and between them they have 3 GCSEs, though Fran admits he only scored a U on his general science paper. The Brainiac electric chair has 6 shock settings, from remote control soft to taser gun intense. So how much can the Cosgrave take? Fran inflicted 6 weeks of pain and suffering when he took part in the first series of Love Island. We feel it's time for payback. But not so much as a whimper from our tough guy as we reach level 3. Having dated Jodie Marsh, Fran knows how to endure a real pain. As a result, he's coasting through our steadily increasing shocks. Only Oliver Skeet has taken this many shocks, and still, Fran the man keeps on going.
Your name's not there and you're not coming in.
Finally, the shocks get through, and our hard man has fallen. That puts him level with Oliver Skeet at the top of the leaderboard. Which means the only person who can block their path to glory is next week's challenger, Vanessa Feltz.